thumbnail. Hello. Doing a little 21-day challenge. This is day 2. If you follow me on my show, My Manic Mondayz, where movies and mental health meet, I do, it's in my interactive vlog, or it's my journaling. But I do a lot of talking. And one of the things I did yesterday was talk about working on my reading monologues, so I could practice to get better for stage and just performance and whatnot. And I just thought I'd just do this because trying to show everyone what I've taught, that if you do something for 21 days, it will be a habit. And yeah, so yesterday I read Herbie. Today I'm going to read Rodney. It's pretty cool. You just, hello. So I'm doing a live stream. So let's see how this works. So basically I just, I'm just practicing. I have 3 performances, or 2. I have 2 performances. Oh, wait, I didn't even realize that. 2. So I'm taking for 2 shows for Come At Me, one at Cold Town for Out of Bounds Festival, and then on Saturday, and then that's Thursday, and then Thursday night I have Escándalo, and then Friday I have Misterios. So there's a lot of performing going on right now. So I want to be, oh man, I didn't realize this thing was going to be shaky so much. What do you call it? Yeah, so I'm just going to read and just want to, I don't know, probably be on here for like 10 minutes. But this is something I'm just doing just to get kind of my mind more set. This is like definitely a mental health exercise for me, definitely. So you just find yourself a book, like this one I have 2 minutes and under, a Glenn Alterman, A. Smith and Cross book. So yeah, I just got this at half price books, and all you do is just read it even tells you everything about here, but so it says here, Rodney, 30s through 50s at bar. Rodney, a colorful drunken womanizer, tells a friend about his previous night's sexual encounter. Yeah, so this is stage, film, whatnot. So for this one, I'm just gonna read it the first time, and I'm not going to put any like emphasis on anything. I'm not really I'm just gonna read it just so I can get the feel for what's going on. Rodney, and man, she was a Cadillac of women, big girl, and by the time we got to the bed, I was so drunk off of it I couldn't even see straight. But she wanted some, and that was it. I said, "Come on, baby, can't we just sleep? Let's sleep, okay?" But no way, it wasn't in the stars, man. Started hosing my face down with those hot lips, and like a wowie Zoe circus came to town, all 10 soldiers erect. So I don't how she had miraculously moistened my libido, yes, and like magic, up came to the cannon in the night. Should have heard, man. Should have heard her crooning the howl of the she-wolf as she hacked where I poked, touched where I felt. Then together, the 2 of us clashed in the dead heat, arms and legs everywhere, building like some giant mountain together, till finally the 2 of us lollipopped the grand finale, ending with a big sloppy wet kiss, a cork pop, butter melted, as we afterglowed for a ton or two, exhausted. Then looking up at the ceiling, I saw little stars, hundreds and hundreds of them, brightly glowing. Then a kiss in the dark, and a huge hug and a smile. And then, man, me and the Cadillac woman fell fast asleep. All right, well, so that I was reading it like that too, because I was kind of like, oh wait, I don't even know what I can say on here or whatnot. All right, so basically the read through is just kind of like that's what the environment we're doing. So this guy's just telling another person. Rodney's telling another friend or someone a story about the night he had. So it's really like Rodney, colorful drunken womanizer, tells a friend about his spirit. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? So the second go around, so usually when I'm reading a monologue or just a script or anything, that first cold read is just getting that feel out of it. And that's kind of like, when I used to do auditions all the time, there's a cold read to give you a script, and they tell you like just act or read it what you can. I like getting it a little bit ahead of time, not like, even if I just get like 20 minutes just so I can read and see what we're doing. So we tried it again this time, since I know more or less what we're gonna say. I'm just kind of give a little bit more emphasis. And the rule of three, you know, I get a read, and then I do a little bit better, and then act out, and then do it, you know, 4 or 5 times. But for today's purpose of only trying to keep this around like a 5-6 minute, under 10-minute video. Let's do that. All right. So Rodney, man, she was a Cadillac of women, big girl. And by the time we got to bed, I was so drunk out of it, I couldn't even see straight. But she wanted some, and that was it. I said, come on, baby. Can't we just sleep? Let's sleep, okay? But no way. Wasn't in the stars, man. Started holding my face down with them hot lips. And like wowie zowie, circus came to town. All 10 soldiers erect. She had miraculously moistened my libido. Yes. And like magic, up came the cannon in the night. Should have heard, man. Should have heard her croning the howl of the she-wolf as she whacked where I poked and touched where I felt. Then together, the two of us clashed in a dead heat, arms and legs everywhere, building like some giant mountain together, till finally the two of us lollipopped to a grand finale, ending with a big sloppy wet kiss. A cork popped, butter melted, as we afterglowed for a tune or two, exhausted. Then looking up at the ceiling, I saw little stars, hundreds and hundreds of them, brightly glowing, then a kiss in the dark, and a hug, and a smile. And then, man, me and the Cadillac woman fell fast asleep. So that was a little bit more acting, a little bit more enthusiastic, just kind of going through it. But now, third time, I should already be more emphasizing. So this is like memorizing 2 monologues, and after a while, I'm supposed to come off book. But for this purpose, for this exercise I'm doing for the 21 days, because I'm going back to editing. I had like a long day at work, then it was like work, doing this, and then, or hang out with family, doing this, and then I got to edit, and then I'm going to go to bed, and then do it all over again. So Thursday I have a performance, and I want to make sure I can really emphasize, and I can use my voice, but I don't want to exhaust myself. I don't want to stretch myself too much. So something like this is good for me, and it gives me a different character, different vibe, different out of CJ. Not really Lorenzo, one of my fictional characters, but actually this is Lorenzo. So if I was gonna say that this is like Lorenzo, so here's where we find the acting part of it. Man, it sucks. It's all shaky. So here's where we found the more the acting part of all this. So it'd be like Lorenzo, you know, but he has an accent. I don't know if I do an accent right now. And it's a slight accent. It's not super thick. It's very light, very, very light. But man, she was a Cadillac of all women, big girl. And by the time we got to bed, I was so drunk out of it, couldn't even see straight. But she wanted some, and that was it. I said, come on, baby. Can't we just sleep? Let's sleep, okay? But no way. If it wasn't in the stars, man. Started hosing my face down with all them hot lips, and like a wowie zowie, circus came to town, and 10 soldiers wrecked. She had miraculously moistened my libido. Yes. And like magic, up came the cannon in the night. Should have heard, man. Should have heard her. Croning the howl of the she-wolf, and she whacked her where I poked and touched where I felt. Then together, the two of us clashed in the dead of heat, arms and legs everywhere, building, like some giant mountain together, till finally the two of us lollipopped the grand finale, ending with a big sloppy wet kiss. A cork popped, butter melted, as we afterglowed for a tune or two, exhausted. So then, looking up at the ceiling, I saw little stars, hundreds and hundreds of them, brightly glowing. Then a kiss in the dark, and a hug and a smile. And then, man, me and the Cadillac woman fell fast asleep. Messed that one up a little bit. I just felt like I lost track a little bit on, I don't know. But yeah, just that's how I'm doing it. So, reading monologues, practicing, getting bored to like a character more to see in my head. Not really like I'm not doing voices. Just getting more comfortable with it. So when I do this tomorrow and I do it the next day, and right now I'm doing a live stream because I'm trying to knock out 2 stones with 1 bird. Trying to do what do you call it? Upload this to YouTube, because YouTube is where I'm supposed to be doing this, but I'm letting Instagram know that I'm doing a challenge, so I'll check in once in a while, because tomorrow I'm not going to be able to or tomorrow I will have time, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like I'm not gonna have time for sure Thursday and Friday to like go to work or wake up early, do stuff, go to work, and then go to performance and then try to do a live stream. I mean, I'll probably if I'm home by like before midnight maybe, but like I don't think so. Performance is at 8, so I might be able to like 11 or something. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. No, what am I thinking? It's not a regular show, so it's condensed. But yeah, so the more you practice, the more you're gonna understand like the scene, the more you know. So this, and I mean, like, this is just a quick. Somebody wrote this for stage. This is for a movie. This is for something. And this book's kind of dated by now. For sure, it's dated, but I don't know exactly this one. I go to Half Price Books. We used to go all the time. Now I was kind of taking a little break, but I go to Half Price Books a lot. And 1993. Wow. Well, it says here 1946. Hold on. It was, I guess, a title change. No, 1993. First edition, October 1993. All right, yeah. I mean, I'm really like as I really tend to find interest in things that I get older. Books are really. I have a ton of books, like a ton of them. Like I just comic books, like just books, and I just love a lot of them. Like information that doesn't age or change. It doesn't modify. It doesn't get upset with you. It doesn't deny you. It's information, you know. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, just yeah, it's an actor. I'm doing stage performance, stand up. It's taking a little pause because I don't have time or energy, and plus I'm not done editing the movie. I still got not a lot. I got little things I gotta clean up and edit, and yeah. So this actually helps me break away too because reading, I'm not looking at a screen. I got like right now. I literally have a big screen, a little screen, and then 2 lights that look like screens. They're not big, but they're all like hard edges with round corners. And I have another light right in front of me right here, but it's not on because I don't need it on. It'll just give me too much. But yeah. I like acting, I like writing, I like directing, I like all that stuff. So the more I practice at home, the more I'm doing it in real life, the more I'm gonna be able to do more content right now. Right now, my business, my company that I work for is in like busy season, so it just the work goes up about four times 4 or something like that. So like we're normally we'd have not that much work, but now it's like a lot. So getting a little burnt out. But it's only till the 1st of January, so it's like hang in there. And I think this is why I'm also doing this to help me kind of get my mind straight and what I want to do and focus on what I'm doing. And it can be anything, right? So right now is acting. And this is the little things I like doing. Just a little like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And this is where it really helps me as a character. It helps me just understand like this is some other person, Rodney. So I'm gonna do it one more time. And I'm gonna pretend that you're with me. And we'll do pretend that we're doing it like a POV. So remember, it's Rodney. Rodney, 30s through 50s, a bar. Rodney, a colorful, drunken womanizer, tells a friend about his previous night's sexual encounter. Now, this one I'll act a little bit more, and I'll put more of the drunk, and we're going to go a little slower. Because Rodney now's we're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. And right now, the slurred speech is really exaggerated, so I could probably do the whole thing like this. And then as I get better, if we're getting a drunk voice, because, sometimes we don't know the volume of our voice when we're drunk, but I'm supposed to be telling you about what I did last night. So here we go, all right? So, man, she was a Cadillac of women. Big girl. And by the time we got to bed, I was so drunk, out of it. Couldn't even see straight. But she wanted some, and that was it. I said, come on, baby. Can't we just sleep? Let's sleep, okay? But no way. Wasn't in the stars, man. Started hosing my face down with them hot lips. And like a wowie zowie, man. Circus came to town. All the tin soldiers erect. She had to miraculously moisten my libido. Yes. And like a magic, up came the cannon in the night. Shoulda heard her, man. Shoulda heard her. Croning the howl of the she-wolf. Ow! She whacked where I poked and touched where I felt. Then together, The two of us clashed in the dead heat, arms and legs everywhere, building like some giant mountain together, till finally the two of us lollipopped the grand finale, ending with a big sloppy wet kiss. Cork popped, butter melted. As we afterglowed for a tune or two, exhausted. Then looking up at the ceiling, I saw the stars, hundreds and hundreds of them brightly glowing. Then a kiss in the dark, and a hug, and a smile. And then, man, me and the Cadillac woman fell fast asleep. So that was more like acting. You know, you're giving me pointers, you're directing me here. All right, so at the point though, there would be more like I would just like I'm doing it tonight. So if I had to do this for like a scene or something, I would be reading a little bit more, feeling how would I. And this is because I'm sober. I haven't drank in 2.5 years. So for me, trying to remember when I used to drink and just get like wasted to being this character, being like all right now doing a performance. So now, many years of practice, you can actually do something with it, right? But, I try not to be the drunk stork. That's the first thing that came to my mind. You remember there was the cartoons and the Looney Tunes, and they had these side characters, and there was the drunken stork that used to pick up the wrong baby and deliver it to the wrong house because he was a drunk. And he was talking like this. I don't know. I just know drunks, when they let them get loud. So this would be like, man, she was a Cadillac of women, big girl. It's like, that's kind of how I'd like, but it just depends on like the mood, the feel. So just for me, just to kind of like memorize, practice, and then when you regurgitate is how you get it captured. So stage is different than film. Film is different than video. Video, movies, all tend to work the same, but they have different outcomes. But yeah, so this is what we're doing. That's all I'm doing for this right now. That's it. That was practice. So you can do this with like a book too. You can just pick up I got a ton of shit everywhere, but you can just pick up a book and just start reading like the first page if you want to learn how to read. Like I can just do it this one. Like if you ever wanted to, like if you're like I want to learn to read better, but I don't have time or I don't know how to do it, and I just don't know how to get started. You literally just like let's just say just fine, or just want to work out your brain. Just grab a book. There was a Ford here or something. Introduction. So here we go. Just let's pretend I did like this isn't the book I was just reading out of, and I was like, all right. So just read I just want to read a page. All right, that's it. There we go. Introduction. When I first met with Glenn at a coffee shop in New York, he seemed very friendly and fun to work with. But I left the meeting knowing, as I've directed these monologue evenings before, that the writing and the characters would have to be very, very vivid to keep the theme going. I was dubious. Then I went home and read his work. I knew right away that that this was a special writer. A Glenn Altman monologue is singular. Some of them are very naturalistic. Others are outright fantasies. Yet they all have his sense of fun, fancy, and sensitivity. You can't mistake his work for anyone else's. When I directed his work in New York, it struck me that all his monologues, whoever the character and whatever form of reality it might take, tell the story of most important moment in the character's life. Everything is so important, so vivid, so poetic, yet told so simply and directly. This made the whole project very easily to direct, though I would never admit that to him, and lots of fun to work on, which I told him all the time. What is most important is that actors responded positively to the monologues. These make great audition pieces because they are rich, dimensional, colorful characters telling great stories. This happens to be a rare commodity. What is more important to me is that the stuff is fun to work on. After all that said and done, this stuff is great fun to work on. Seth Gordon, Associate Director at Primary Stages, New York. So that was just reading just that, right? And that's it. And then, but I'm reading something that is interesting to me, and it's something I do in my work, my profession, my career, right? So this is just something, more information. But that's just practice for the noggin. And I like to just do that, right? just like read something like that. But the more curious you are, the more time you spend with it, and the more time you're free to do it. Because right now, normally I'd be like just down on fantasy football and basketball and seeing where all this, my stocks and all this like shit, and I'm like, no, like that's screen time, and then I kind of don't even watch the games anymore, and it's just kind of going by the dots, and I'm like, it's not really, I'm losing the touch of stuff. So let me go back to stuff that I really do enjoy doing and stuff like that. So I only have that much time to do this right for the day before it's already 9:21. I'm already gonna and actually I did this by accident 9 o'clock. I just went live, so that was actually a good thing. And I should have noticed that I monitored my time. But see, things like that, learning and doing a show. But yeah, I was just reading this book to practice my just acting monologues, memorizing my get my brain a little conditioned, and that way I could be ready for Thursday's performance, Friday's performance, and have fun, be on stage, and just have a really good time. Have a really good time. Have a good time. Just like you said right there, like that's what the writer, right, basically said, having fun. But like when I directed his work in New York, it struck me that all his monologues, whoever the character and whatever form of reality it may take, tell a story of the most important moment in a character's life. Everything is important, so vivid, so poetic, yet told so simply and directly. This has made a whole project very easy. Oh, sorry, I read the wrong part. Anyways, I like the part here he says, like, here we go. What is most important is that the actors responded positively to the monologues. These make great audition pieces because they are rich, dimensional, colorful characters telling great stories. This happens to be rare. So even like that, like I don't really know. Like I auditioned a lot, so now I'm more like, filming on Thursday. What are you filming? What you got going? I'm always curious. What you working on? My background is definitely mixed media, filmmaker, but I have a lot. Like that's what I guess I'm trying to show. I don't want to. Like the tube is full, and the tube is this big. I don't want to shove everything out, so I got to do everything slowly. And editing too. I'm happy. I had to take a little break from editing because I started getting like really like just like black old sun, won't you come? So it's like even like doing editing on my phone, like clips and stuff. It's a lot. UTSA film, dude. When you're done, send it to me. Check it out. Yeah. Also, yeah, this is where it's going to be short. Cool. Yeah. We accidentally shot a feature, and I've been editing it for like the last 4 months, and I took a break because I was just kind of like I needed a little break. But now I'm back at it. Also, too, the title sequence is, I was beating myself up too much on that, and I have to learn to just let it go. Like, it is what it is. I'm not, right? It's not that, I can't find what I want. And I'm trying to create it and just not to recreate. I'm trying to recreate something from scratch, and it's taking too much time, and I'm like, let's take a break because I don't want to do it. But yeah, send me a short. I'll watch it. I just recently watched 2 movies from that were made by filmmaker friends of mine. What Lives Here, a 2020 was a 2024 movie made by Troy Burbank, and Full Moon Fever, 2023 movie made by David Madison. So pretty cool. I like the community. So I'm naturally an actor, naturally a writer, naturally a director, filmmaker, but all the other stuff, I mean, look around. I like the stuff that it creates, the art. This is modern day art, right? But it's not like this modern day art that I pulled yet. The other day, my one of my kids' friends got into the pack, but I'm okay with that. Hey man, can we open this? Like, sure, do what you want, you kids. I lost the epic rap battle. Nah, I won it. Timeful. But stuff like that. See, I still have to find time to do things, and cracking packs, stuff like that. I like doing videos, but a lot of it's just like means to no end. They're practices. They're more for my mental health. But now if I can share this with acting and whatnot. Cool, yeah. Let me know. I'm gonna get off in a minute or two. I'm not gonna go beyond 9:30, but I like you have any questions or anything, let me know. I do it all. Yeah. Edit, well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just saying I can if you have questions. Because also let me know where you're filming in San Antonio. I go down there to film too, so I'm looking always looking for locations, and where also where there are locations, there's usually people, so you can usually find people to be in your movie. So yeah, I'm very guerrilla style, run and gun, Robert Rodriguez, yeah, all that. Um, but I had to learn how to like take all my whateverness in my head and clean it up and then lay it out so I can people can kind of follow what you're doing in a sense, and then that way you're on the same page on days of filming. Yeah, but pre-production, post, and post-production, I'm there. Yeah, I like movies. I really do. Just for October, doing I'm still doing it. I'm still watching movies. It's a habit. 21 days. I started watching a horror movie, specifically creature feature, during the month of October. 21 days was what 20 was 14 days ago, like 2 weeks ago. So I'm still doing it. So what I learned from my Jason David Frank interview, it definitely has been paying divs towards me. So doing the things that I really like doing and focusing on them, and then trying to do this for 21 days is going to be fun. It's a challenge, because this is not just IG. This is just, I'm just got to post it. So if I can record myself doing it for 10 minutes, it's going to go. This is more focused for YouTube, but I'm learning all my socials. They're the same and different. Who's on it? I have names and stuff, and where you were. I forget. Like, I've been traveling a lot the last 4 years, ever since the pandemic got opened up. So I guess like midway 2021, been traveling a lot. So I met a lot of different people, and I've been adult for different states, different cities, different type of movies. And as I'm learning now, like, okay, now where can I go to watch movies? Who wants to make movies? Not all TikTok videos and Snapchat. Long form narrative is still good. Short movies are always going to be great. Help you get built up to your feature film, I guess, to understand it. But yeah, I love short movies. They're awesome. Yeah, so don't forget to send to me. I'm going to go already. I'll see y'all later. I'll see you when I'll post again. All right. Adios.